David Corson, Thursday, September 25th, 2025. Oh, about 7 o'clock. Got a little rain coming in here. It rained a little last night and rained a little today. Hey, we'll take the water. In any event, awesome day. Lots of stuff done. Getting ready for TGIF tomorrow. I think you got some Thursday night football tonight too. And all sorts of stuff. So just a bunch of crazy stuff going on in the world, and I just don't have time. I'm busy. I'll find out what went on in the world today, but I'm telling you, man, you got a couple of asteroids or comets, whatever they are. They're going behind the sun. We don't know what they are. One's the size of Manhattan, and the other one they're going. If you haven't watched the news, man, there's stuff going up there in space, and it's crazy, man. And then I just had another video sent to me about the turning point. Charlie Kirk's passing, and now they say it was a microphone, and it was kind of like the pager gig over in the Middle East, where the Israelis gave phones or pagers, and then they killed a bunch of people, and now they say that and you should see this video. Freaking Charlie gets shot, and these two guys, one grabs the mic, puts it in his thing, and the other guy gives it. I'm telling you. First they said the shot was in the front. Now it's from behind. Now they say it's this. I'm telling you. There is some crazy stuff going on. I don't know if it's these asteroids up there or whatever, but it's just crazy what's going on there. But I'm just a little old publisher. I'm trying to get my issue done, and just trying to enjoy myself, and I can't get involved because there's nothing I can do. But God, I get some of these notifications, and I'm just like, God, it's just crazy. Never a dull moment these days. If you think the world's dull, oh my God, just hang out and not watch the news, and then I go to bed at 10:30, 11:15. I'll be in bed, and I just go through YouTube, or I'll go through my notifications on my phone to see what's going on, and that's where I get find out what the heck is going on. I don't like looking at the news because so much happens during the day. I don't want to have to keep watching. I just want to get it all at once, and I go to certain people to get it. Certainly don't watch any of the broadcasting companies. No one's watching them anyway. You want to find news, you go on YouTube. You can find people that are telling the truth. So, but it was a great day today, though. Man, I got a lot done. I'm in a great mood. I had my bud was coming over to put some dimmers up, help me do some dimmers, and he rescheduled for tomorrow. So I don't know what we're doing for dinner, but we'll figure it out. And got to get a couple more things done. I got a full day tomorrow, 2 podcasts. Got to get my TGI video done early in the morning, and God, I got a lot of stuff going on. But looking forward toward the weekend. It's been a great week, and getting ready to close out September, early middle next week, and then hey, Q4 starts, and then you got October, November, December, holidays, Thanksgiving, Halloween, everything's coming, man. It'll be the holidays before you know it. So, hey, here's my word of the day. Dominant. Yeah, or dominance. Yeah, let me repeat that. Dominance. If you're dominant, business, personal, athletics, life, sleep, whatever you're doing in a 24-hour period, and it's such a good word to be associated with, because number one, to be dominant, you got to improve every day. Number two, to be dominant, you got to work out, you got to have a plan, you got to execute, you got to have a vision, you got to have all those things. It's a connector word, it's an action word, and it's just an awesome word to have in your verbiage. And being dominant, it's just if you're an athlete and someone says you're dominant in the pool, or dominant on the tennis court, or dominant on the athletic field, man, that's such a compliment, because some people are born that with those traits and abilities. Other people have to work on it hard, to become great. And but the great ones, they're always trying to improve and get better. That's just reality. But being dominant, in athletics, and someone says that, oh God, that team looked dominant and that other team was great. I didn't realize that they were that good. Hey, congratulations. Hard work pays off. You will play as you practice. All of those things. All right. And business is the same way. Remember, business and sports teams are basically the same. Um, they're set up the same. They act the same. Everything they're the same. And that's why I always put sports and business. I always can relate to either one of them because that's just the way I run my life. I mean, you want to be good at sports, you got to work at it. You want to be good at business and make a lot of money, you got to work at it. You got to make some. You got to win. You got to learn. Every day's not gonna be. Not every day is gonna be your day. But you got to roll with the punches, and you got to stay positive and do all that stuff, and never give up. Play till the horn goes off, and yeah. I'm just telling you. But in business, if someone says, "Oh man, that's a dominant company," hey, I'm going to take credit for that. But to be a dominant company, you need people. You need people that are on the same page with you, that are good and excellent at what they do, and they get it done. That's what dominant is. When you need things done, you hire the right people, and everybody's on the same page and they have the same vision and all that. That's the way dominance is created in a business. And maybe the president of your company, he's laid back, but he's dominant because he speaks with authority and experience and all that. Other people, everybody has different characteristics, the way that they, show. Some people like to speak loud. Other people are soft, but they walk with a big stick. And, but being dominant in business, man, that is such a compliment. I'll take that any day of the week. Relationships. Hey, guess what? People want to be with people that are successful and they're dominant, in their categories and stuff. It's just it's just reality. In relationships, they don't want to be with people that are just like, oh, the world's going to end, or they're melancholy, or they're just poo-pooers, or they don't want to get better, or they just don't want to try, or they just want the easy way. Those types of people don't hang with. But when people find that you're dominant, their whole attitude towards you changes. So being dominant with someone that you're asking out, or you're going out to dinner or whatever, they're gonna give you the date than they will one of these other individuals, because dominant is you can sense it, you can see it, you can feel it, you can hear it in their voice, you can see it the way that they act and the way that they handle themselves and carry themselves in public. I'm telling you, it's like when you walk into a bar, you want to ask someone to dance, you got to be dominant. You walk across the floor and that person's looking at, oh my God, he's coming over here. He's going to ask me. And I'm going to say no. Hey, guess what? Listen, I'm not going to take the first no. I'm going to stay there and chit chat. So, and like I said the other day, listen, I've been married we've been together 34 years. Before I met my wife, I've dated a lot of people, a lot of women, females, ladies. And I found out what I liked and what I didn't like. And, my wife's got all the qualities I like. That's why I stay with her. We're soulmates. She makes me tick. So, but, my wife, she didn't, the first time she saw me play hockey or lacrosse, she freaked out. She's like, oh my God, my husband's he's like an NHL player. Oh my God, look at my husband on the freaking lacrosse field. He's a beast. He's a little guy. He's taking on all these big dudes. She freaked out. So, and I don't listen. Like I said, I scored all my goals and all that. Look at the sun behind me. That's beautiful. But I've scored all my goals. I don't, listen, I got my championship shirt on there. I'm happy, but I don't need to, I've already had my glory. All right. But, dominant in personal relationships, man, it's important. Okay. And, I'm just telling you, if you're dominant, it's such a good characteristic. It stands out and people want to hang with dominant people. They just do. Makes them feel safe, important. I could put so many words into it. But if you're dominant and you work at it, everything that you do, it's going to become easier. Trust me on this. And it's not just personal. You got to be dominant in a nice way with everybody that you communicate with every day. And you want to talk, whether it's for a 30-second chat, or you're getting a sub and you're talking to this person making your sandwich, or you're talking to a waitress, or you're talking to a guy in the auto parts store. there's you can be dominant in a really nice way, and they're going to perceive it, and you're going to be able to take something from you, and they're going to take something from you as well. It's a two-way street. And and that's just communication, being flexible, negotiable. Stick a sock in your mouth when you know you're going to say something you're going to regret and you can't take back. That's being dominant, man. Don't you gotta you're going to live and die by your actions. And being dominant in relationships, it's it's a good thing. And one day you could be really, really dominant, another day you don't have to be as much dominant. Every day is different. But dominance or dominant in a casual relationship, for people that you talk to every day, or a serious relationship on the personal side, I'm telling you, being dominant, it's an awesome characteristic to have in that. And then you got to be dominant with your mind to overcome your body to get sleep. You got to give your body 6 to 8 hours of rest every night. And you got to train your mind to let your body sleep. Your mind is your biggest competitor. If you look yourself in the mirror, that's your competition. It's you. It's your mind. And the way that you get rid of that is by being dominant over it. And if you train your mind to deal with you, and that you teach it that your body needs 6 to 8 hours sleep, I'm telling you, this year, 2025, I've slept great. 6 to 6.5 hours is what I get. And I'm telling you, I wake up and I'm not groggy. My body will kicks ass for me every day. But it knows, I've trained it that, hey, I'm flossing, I'm deplugging, I'm getting ready for bed. It knows it's going to get some serious rest. And believe me, I am out cold for a good 6.5 hours. I don't use an alarm. I get up early still, 5, 6 a.m., whatever it is. And I just get up and I'm raring to go. And I feel great. And I think if I got too much sleep, it'd be a bummer. I'd be groggy. So that's 6, and I'm 62. You don't sleep as much as you get older. You just don't. So I like, I like where I'm at, but I still have a couple more months, 3 more months left in a week. And hey, the bottom line is at the end of the year, I'm going to take a look and see how I can improve in 2026 to even maybe get an extra half hour. That would be nice. But being dominant with your body to get this to give it the rest, man, you got to be there. And if there's something else that you want to be dominant in a 24-hour period, you go for it. Okay, you just got to take action. And see where it goes. So that's my word for the day for September 25th, Thursday, 2025. Dominance. Use it whichever way you want editorially. From the heart, take it to the bank, put it up in your knowledge vault, use it for whenever you need it. And if you work on being dominant every day, every week, every month for the remainder of the year, all the way to December 31st, you'll have, you'll have about 95 days of data on yourself. And you can look back and you'll remember every day. Hey, download the diary app right here on the phone. Or keep a running notepad or an email going. But write a paragraph, a few sentences on how you worked on being more dominant in athletics, business, personal athletics, whatever. And by the end of the year, you're going to have 95 days of doubting yourself, and you'll remember every day, and you'll get addicted. You'll want to do this every day. And it's kind of like it's your life story, right here on video. And I'm coming up on 2 years. So, and believe me, there are days when I go back and look at my what I was thinking on a certain day or whatever, and I was like, wow, that was a really good thought. You can pick yourself up. I'm telling you, if you have negative thoughts and you're just having a lousy day, breathe deep, exhale all that negativity, and fill your mind up with some positive stuff. It's amazing. If you start the day off positively, with a positive mindset, dominant mindset, and you go through the whole day dealing with stuff and whatever, but you maintain that positive, dominant attitude, and then you go through your night, and then you go to sleep positive and dominant, with that thought process, most likely you're going to wake up just raring to go. That's just the way it is. You go to bed, feeling like crap, you're pissed off, you got negative thoughts. Believe me, when you wake up, you're not going to get a good sleep, and you're just going to wake up, you're going to be like, man, I'm telling you, it's amazing. When you manage your mindset, you can do amazing things. And you just have to train your mind that you're the boss, because your mind likes the easy way out. Oh, don't do that, we're tired. Oh, you can't go another couple miles running, and you can't do that. Heck no. So dominant, that's my word. So take it, listen, it's a value nugget, take it for what it's worth, and use it when you can, but it's a great word to have in your verbiage, all right? So I'm gonna go see what we're gonna do for dinner. Appreciate you all out there. Be safe, take action, head on a swivel, be dominant.